Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks very much. The Hawks are one of the most dangerous scoring teams in the league. Trae Young says, we have guys who can make shots and make threes and really get our offense going. We can put up points really quick. We always have a belief that we're in the game. Guys, back to you.
Well, with a guy like Trae Young, it all starts with him. David, thank you. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniels. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the one. And for the Hawks, the guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. Front court spots filled by Hunter and Collins. And it's Capella in at the center position.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
So the Timberwolves win the tip. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul.
Team first.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Here's McDaniels. Back to Conley. From deep. They get it back. Gobert. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Collins.
What you love about Rudy Gobert is he understands his strengths and where he can impact the game. That is primarily on the defensive end, but also as a screen setter offensively.
And he knocks down the first one.
And there's a record Rudy Gobert set without much fanfare a few years ago. Most dunks in an NBA season.
That's exactly right, GA. That was back in the 2018-19 season. He threw it down 306 times. Certainly makes sense for a guy who's got that kind of length, athleticism, and the guy who spends so much time right around the cup.
And he makes both free throws.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Here's Collins. Pass to Young. In the corner, it's Capella. Over Gobert. And Capella the bucket on the assist from Young.
I love the confidence. When Capella sinks these shots, it just energizes his entire team.
Pass to McDaniels. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Pass to Towns. No good. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Murray right side. Off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
Now, here's McDaniels. There's the pass to Edwards. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip. Can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
That free throw, no good.
Boy, young talents like Anthony Edwards, so exciting to watch. You know, you've got to adapt to the NBA and continue to grow and reach your potential. But there's this infectious joy and a great smile that he plays with.
Okongwu's checked in for Capella. And the second free throw, good. Conley against Young to the inside. Here's Okongwu. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Edwards, the bounce pass. Gobert against Hunter. Gobert can't hit.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Deep two from Murray. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now, here's McDaniels. To the middle. Conley gets the bucket.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
Hawks have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Young, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That's his first foul. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Okongwu grabs the board.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
AGA, what about these Hawks? They can really be fun to watch.
Yeah, and they just need to be more consistent, Kevin. It seems they can beat anyone on any day. If they can start doing that regularly, talking about big things in the future.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you. Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Now here's Edwards. Back to Conley. Outside, Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. He's covered by Murray. Edwards can't hit.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
His first.
That's on Jaden McDaniels.
And there, just through activity, Hunter keeps the pressure on the defense.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
No good on that one.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Bays checked in for John Collins. And it's Bogdanovich in for DeJounte Murray. He hits the second from the line. You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet. And that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
Now Prince. After the missed 3 from Trae Young. Pass to Noel. Just 5 to shoot. It's Rivers on the wing. The offensive rebound. Reed. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Atlanta leading by 4. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
His first.
And you know, few guys play their role better than Bogdanovich. And by that, I mean, he's He's often exceeding expectations and giving his squad more than they asked for.
The Hawks shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And he makes the first. Johnson, he's checked in for Hunter. He hits both from the stripe. Timberwolves trail by 6. So the Timberwolves call their first timeout.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Another round of applause for your ATL dancers.
1:32 left to play in the first. Here's Noel, defended by Young. Rivers against Bogdanovich. Good.
Austin Rivers' confidence is maybe his greatest asset. This guy is willing to go off the dribble drive and make a play.
Prince with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Prince's shot is good.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. On the wing, Johnson. The shot from 20 feet away. And no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. To the paint. Passes it to Noel. And here's Reed. Pass to Noel. 6 to shoot. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Okongwu. Good. And it's Johnson with the assist that time. Okongwu's now got 8.
You know, just simple recognition of a size mismatch and going up strong.
Here's Noel. No points in the game yet for him. Now the pass to Reed. Prince outside. Puts it up. The shot, no good. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Hawks lead by 4. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta.
Please give a big round of applause.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
Down in the block, it's Okongwu and Capella. Griffin out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's Hunter in at the 3. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Edwards can't hit.
What a masterful job on the defensive end. Did everything possible to alter that shot.
The shot by Okongwu, no good. Timberwolves trail by 4. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
And now another look at that great drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
That's an incredible move by him on what's been an impressive night all around.
Murray, good. And one more look at the 2K drive. Getting downhill and making it happen.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
McDaniels kicks to Conley. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Well, spectacular athleticism from the 7-foot center Gobert. Wow.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an All-Star game. That changed in 2021 when Conley was named an All-Star.
Timberwolves trail by 4. And stolen by Murray. Here's Hunter. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Drains it from beyond the arc. For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first All-Star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an All-Star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve.
A shot by McDaniels, no good. Hawks have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, some people call John Collins John the Baptist for how he dunks over defenders. He says, the game is slowing down for me. I'm able to see my spots. I want to continue to build on that and be looked at as a pillar, a guy that can be counted upon. Kevin, it seems he's hungry for more. Back to you.
He's a big-time dunker, that's for sure, looking to reach his full potential. David, thanks. And the Hawks making a change here. Collins is checked in. Here's Towns. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Here's Collins. Here's Capella. And the rejection by Towns.
Perfect timing on that rejection. Boy, Towns really improving on the defensive end.
And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Hawks leading. Murray left side. Shoots over McDaniel. Towns with the steal. Edwards with it. And Griffin picks him up defensively. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. McDaniels finds Conley. Towns in the corner. The 3. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet.
The 3.
Conley's got his 4th assist in this one. And Atlanta calls their first timeout of the game. And Karl-Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl-Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Pat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Conley against Murray. On its way from Hunter for 2. Kept alive by Atlanta. Here's Capella. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Atlanta making a switch here. Young's checked in. Murray for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Outside Conley. Young with the steal. Here's Murray. The shot, no good. Great tee that time from Edwards. It's stolen by Capella. On its way from Young for 2. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Here's Edwards. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray.
Hard work pays off right there. Anthony Edwards finds himself in the paint and draws contact.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Atlanta making some changes. Johnson, he's checked in for Capella. Bay comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Bogdanovich in for Murray. Minnesota also making some changes. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Noel in for Mike Conley. That one misses. The Hawks trail by 3. Here's Bogdanovich. The basket good off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists now in this one.
Showing off his inside game. Bogdan is an all-around scorer.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Young in the corner. Jacks up a 3. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And that corner 3 isn't a huge part of Young's game, but his accuracy can make it work.
Edwards against Bogdanovich. Outside, Towns. Back to Edwards. 5 on the clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Edwards got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves. Here's Young. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
And on the drive, Young can be so sudden. The defense barely gets a chance to react.
Noel passes to Gobert. Here's Noel. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Now, here's Collins. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Bay against Anderson. Inside. Here's Gobert, and he converts the layup.
Rudy Gobert.
And now a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
I'll tell you, with Rudy Gobert on the floor, you have got to find him and keep him off the glass because he can be a force.
And there's the call on Karl-Anthony Towns.
Karl-Anthony Towns.
That's his first foul. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Rivers, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Seconds left here in the second. Here's Bay. Here's Okongwu. Gobert with the block.
Well, let's remember, Rudy Gobert has got a 7'9" wingspan. Sometimes it's just easy picking sending it back.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Bay. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. It's been all about Karl-Anthony Towns for the Timberwolves. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Carl. Impressive start for you. What's the mentality going into a game like this?
Just being aggressive. Really played well at all the first half myself. All of us are missing a lot of easy bunnies. We're missing layups for us as pros. So second half, if we make those layups, it should be fun.
And see if you stick to the script. Thanks very much, man. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. They trailed by as many as 6 points in the first period. They're playing for each other right now. Selfless basketball translating into a 5-point lead now after trailing initially. And, Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
They were simply the better team on the offensive end. Every time the defense made an adjustment, they would make an adjustment on offense. Winning that little cat and mouse game, they'll be difficult to beat.
And Shaq, what'd you see from Atlanta?
You know, they haven't shot the ball very well. Not nearly enough quality looks. Right now, this game could easily come down to shot selection and how they run their offense. They need to keep the ball moving and generate better looks.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Karl-Anthony Towns has been sensational.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. On the court for Minnesota. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl-Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Young against Conley. Collins, that's a 2-pointer, and he gets it to go from the corner. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Count that one. The Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Murray. That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And a close game like this, you've got to dig deep and just find a way to make things happen.
Conley, and again it's Minnesota.
Mike Conley, we know his pre-shot preparation is excellent. Catch and shoot bucket, yes sir.
And now Minnesota on the fast break. Conley leading the charge. Edwards can't hit. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. Here's Hunter. Again, the Hawks score.
A solid mid-range shooter. Hunter knows where his strengths are.
Conley kicks to McDaniel. Pass to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
My question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Nas Reed, he's checked in for Minnesota. Here's Young. He's got 5.
Nas Reed.
He kicks to Hunter. Fires for 3. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 7. To the left wing. Conley with the 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Conley's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, just such a smooth, pretty lefty stroke. That 3-point opportunity for Mike Conley, yes, sir.
Here's Capella, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Griffin's checked in for the Hawks. Minnesota also with the sub. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Towns. Free throw no good for Capella. And one thing, Greg, we know Capella has always done, he plays to his strengths.
It's a great point, Kevin. Capella knows where he's best and really focuses on that. Can help the team with minimal touches on offense, but he really anchors a defense by not overextending.
Down low, Edwards. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Edwards got 10.
Anthony Edwards in the painted area is going to be a force. Size, strength, and hops. Look out.
Kept alive. Count that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Griffin.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Edwards can't hit. Hawks have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Griffin finds Capella. Over Prince. And rebounded by McDaniels. McDaniels got his 5th rebound in this one. And here's Edwards from the arc. Edwards with another miss. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. In the corner, Murray with it. The Hawks working the ball around. Griffin, and he's good on the 3-ball. Griffin's got 5 points in the quarter.
A big man who does a little bit of everything. Collins' team-first attitude shining through with that terrific pass.
Now here's Conley. Another miss by Minnesota. Here's Capella. A rebound by the Timberwolves. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Conley surveying the D. McDaniels up top. He's covered by Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the triple. Rebound, Atlanta. Capella's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That's foul number 2 for him. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Johnson comes in for Collins. Bays checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Bogdanovich in for Griffin. Minnesota also making some changes. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Prince. Rivers comes in for McDaniels. And it's Noel in for Mike Conley. That'll be a 5-second call.
Minnesota ball.
.157 left to play in the third. And it's Jalen Johnson with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Noel. Passes it to Anderson. Wants to get it to Reed, and does.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Anderson with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. Bay against Edwards. Anderson passes to Rivers. The kick out to Anderson. That 3 off the mark. It's deflected. Dives for it. To the middle. Here's Reed. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Third personal.
And a closer look here at the hustle stance for the Timberwolves.
All game long, they've had active hands and been really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Edwards kicks to Reed. Pass to Edwards. There's 47 seconds left in the third. Reed with it. Johnson on him. Reed misses. The Hawks trail by 8. Murray the pass to Bay. Now Johnson. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Reeves got 4 rebounds in this game. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Here's Okongwu. They grab their own miss, and he uses the glass on the way.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table. Left side, Edwards. Here's Gobert.
Can't connect from 13 feet up. And so it's Minnesota with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We come back right after this. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So it's the Timberwolves now. They've led by as much as 10. The wing pairing is Bogdanovich and Hunter. Collins and Capella man the post positions. And it's Young in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Well, if you give Mike Conley any kind of position on the interior, he is just crafty enough to finish it.
Young's shot is off. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 8-point game. Gobert finds Conley. Shot clock at 6. Tries from 7. Here's Towns, and the layup falls.
Karl-Anthony
Towns has got the lead up to 10 now for Minnesota.
Exactly what you love to see from Cat, that aggressiveness, that assertiveness on the backboards.
Collins, good work there as it goes.
Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Griffin's checked in for Bogdanovich. And a change for the Timberwolves. Edwards is checked in. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. McDaniels kicks to Conley. Here's Towns. Collins with some nice D. The Hawks trail by 8. Here's Griffin. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got his 5th assist in this one.
What a look. Young providing the dime. A really unselfish player.
Shot by McDaniels. No good. Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Floats one up. Shot's good from Young.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
I'm glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time. Outside Conley. Young with the steal. Here's Hunter. The teardrop falls in. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
The other thing for this team today, they have a bunch of second chance points. They're turning misses into makes. Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Outside Griffin. That one drops for him. Griffin's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that one had come any later, it would have been Katie bar the door.
They're showing so much passion and determination here at the end. They're close to the lead, but still have plenty of work left to do.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Here is Edwards after the basket by Atlanta. Towns, the pass to Gobert. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
Now, here's Hunter. Young for 3. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. And the Hawks making a change here. Murray's checked in. And here is McDaniel. Shoots over Capella. Here's Gobert. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Inside. And with that shot, the Minnesota Leafs got back down to just 2 points. The basket there coming from Collins.
And pressure doesn't get to Collins. Baskets like that prove how locked in he is.
Oh, here's Edwards. The Timberwolves working the ball around him. It's good. And that's 12 points for Karl-Anthony Towns.
How about the calm demeanor of Towns, well made for pressure situations.
And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. A nice shot by McDaniel.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And the rejection by Towns. For 3, Edwards. Goes back up, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, this guy is just such a load to handle. Karl-Anthony Towns spends a lot of time shooting free throws.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Young against Thomas. The Hawks again can't hit. And stolen by Murray.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Now here's Edwards. Towns in the corner. Uncovered. Rebounded by Capella. And for the Hawks, they're shooting and hitting almost everything here in the fourth, up around 58% from the field. Murray, no good. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
And that one is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
Boy, what a nice job by Rudy Gobert. Thin frame, yes, but able to take the contact and still finish.
Hunter for 3. That shot is off. And Minnesota will come the other way. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Looking to end his cold spell. Edwards can't hit.
Disappointing day for him. Let's see if they go down with a fight.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
And like seeing Capella work on this, very aware, guys, at his position.
Poked away. Young with the steal. Over Conley. It's off. And so the Timberwolves take the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much, Mike. Congrats on the win. It looked like you guys stayed with your identity tonight. You think so?
Yeah, we wanted to just play our game, stick to what we do best, get the ball inside, score in the paint, just try to make easy plays. And I think that's what we did, and we're able to just build off of that.
You guys are one of the best teams at staying to what you do. Congrats on the win. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.